Hello, I'm Tan the TamBoTC channel, and I wanted to talk about a weird-ass tier list. So I do tier lists on the side for fun for my friends, and I show them tier lists of what I like. For example, I've done favorite Batman movies or Superman movies and stuff, and put them in a tier list or shows or whatever. And there are other things like favorite fighting character rosters, and this is what brings me to this one, which is Multiversus. So Multiversus will be coming out in a couple months. They actually have a McDonald's crossover thing of all things, which I also heard Hello Kitty is crossing over with Yu-Gi-Oh! And I'm just like, what? There better be Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards at least, because frick Hello Kitty. I just do not care about that, and that is weird. But bro, I was talking to Dave for like minutes now about this weird ass tier list. Let me tell you my original tier list for Multiverses. So I have at S, my favorites to play were Batman, Shaggy, and Bugs Bunny. Those were my favorites to play. And then the next is next A tier list is Harley Quinn, Iron Giant, Superman, and Taz. Then B, so I don't remember if the Gremlins or Martian Manhunter and Black Adam were in there. I think they were, some of them at least. But I got Wonder Woman, Tom and Jerry, Black Adam, not Martian Manhunter. I'll get to that though. That is definitely, but Marvin the Martian, uh, the Gremlin dude, whatever the frick his name again it was, Velma. Then C is the Mogwai. I got the two Adventure Time characters. Most of it, Rick and Morty's on C as well, though I feel uncomfortable with those characters nowadays, even though they replaced the actor, I'm pretty sure. Some of the Steven Universe characters, I never watched Steven Universe, and I didn't really care for their characters. And you got the Arya Stark, which is okay, but like I always felt that was a bit weird. Bottom and D is LeBron James. I don't care for him in this. Nothing against LeBron James, but I will say the fan base for him is freaking annoying. But yeah, I just did not care for his character there. It was only for the second Space Jam movie. But you have to get a load of this goddamn tier list, because I was like, like some of these have to be a joke, but there was definitely time spent as well as seriousness into how dumb some of these are. And I realized some of them were WB properties halfway through making this tier list, so do keep that in mind. But I have to share it nonetheless. So obviously, what I had to put at the very top, which is by definitely want for Multiverses, was Courage the Cowardly Dog, Ed, Ed, and Eddie, Dexter, Johnny Bravo, Dexter from Dexter's Laboratory, Flash, because my friend's a big fan of Flash, and I would love to see the Flash in there. Freakazoid, and gotta get him. Gandalf, Godzilla, the two best G's, GG. I would love to see Green Lantern, Hal Jordan, maybe Jon Stewart, preferably though. Hell, I'd even take Kyle Rayner. Him, I would put Mojo Jojo in here. I put Mojo Jojo sadly in the list under this, but still highly recommended. But I love him. I always thought him was an interesting character. Joker, of course, the upset Batman, the Powerpuff Girls, Neo from the Matrix, Sauron. I just think it's interesting seeing Lord of the Rings characters and such next, and Matrix characters. It's so interesting. Samurai Jack's a definite must. Space Ghost, definitely love Space Ghost. Spy vs. Spy. I did not even know they were WB property apparently, but I love Spy vs. Spy. I have the entire book collection of all their funny comics. Optimus Prime, Raphael, any of the turtles really. Gene Wilder's Willy Wonka. That would be freaking hilarious. I would love to see that, honestly. The Wicked Witch. Ash from Evil Dead. I was at first like, that's really weird, and then I was like, you know what? I kind of want to see that because I freaking love Evil Dead, and Even if it's not a WB property, it'd still be freaking awesome to see. You already got a gremlin with a chainsaw. I would freaking bring in a dude with a chainsaw hand. Be freaking awesome. You got Doc. Doc from Back in the Future. Definitely gotta have him and Marty. Maybe they could be kind of a duo thing, or maybe similar to Rick and Morty. He-Man. I would prefer Skeletor because Skeletor is freaking awesome, and I love his voice. And he's voiced by Mark Hamill nowadays. And then the next row, I got Golems in there. You got Aku. I would move Aku up probably, though Mako is sadly passed away way back then and hasn't voiced him forever now. Got Birdman. I should have moved the Animaniacs up as well as Wile E. Coyote. Wile E. Coyote is probably my favorite Warner Brothers character. I love the Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote skits. They're just so fun. Tyrion Lannister. Oh frick, I can't see his name. I think that's the dude from the Toonami stuff though that hosted Toonami. Is that Sam? It's loading. It's Tom. I'm dumb. But yeah, that would be cool to see him. I kind of wanted to move him up. Sylvester, Pinky and the Brain, Fred Flintstone, George Jetson, Lex Luthor, Legolas, Harry Potter. Oh, excuse me. Lionel. Is that Mac and Blue from Foster's Home of Imaginary Friends? I wanted to move Master Shake up as well. And, like, that would be freaking awesome. Grimm from Grim Adventures. I also have Billy and Mandy here. Gimli, Aquaman. The freaking grandfather from Courage the Cowardly Dog. Got freaking, oh, they got Beetlejuice. So, like, yeah, Beast Boy, but they got like the picture of the live action Michael Keaton Beetlejuice, which is weird. Batman Beyond, Batman, which is Terry, Ben 10, Aragorn, Catwoman, Darkseid, Deathstroke, Daffy Duck. You're thinking this is a lot to put in just these sections. Don't worry, it gets more. Next section is you got Starfire. Is that Snugglufflekiss? Yes, I put him there. Static Shock, Daenerys, Cyborg, Yosemite Sam, Yogi Bear. You got the freaking what are those? The Buster Kids or whatever? Buster and Babs or whatever the frick your name is. The two like young Bugs Bunny characters from... Oh, frick, I forgot the name of the show now. I'm freaking drawing a blank. You know what I'm talking about, though. Roadrunner, Martian Manhunter, Crypto. Frick, I forgot that name. Katana's on here. I had Sub-Zero up there, by the way. I'll get to that in a sec. Fred from Fred Jones. Green Arrow, Quick Draw McGraw. I want to do El Kabong. Apparently, El Kabong is not PC, which I hate that because I was trying to name my horse El Kabong, and I'm lucky to have probably the only horse in the Xbox version of Red Dead Redemption 2 named El Kabong without getting censored. Because that's what I named my goddamn horse before they did that. And I still have that horse in the online. But yeah, I have probably got one of the only horses named El Kabong on there. I freaking love El Kabong. Hey, what is that? I just saw something flash on the screen there that I didn't notice before. What was that? Oh, what the hell? Lantern Fest. What are these characters? That dude almost looks like the Prince of Persia. What are those characters? Hold on. I didn't even notice that. I like that he's in a Robin outfit. Oh my gosh, I hate the house song thing that they're doing now. Oh, I'm getting to music now. I don't want to accidentally, Oh, don't play that music. Okay, start your engines. Okay, it's not on here apparently yet, but interesting. Oh, JVN's on. Let's see. I'll get to the weird stuff, don't you worry. Alfred, Topcat, Robin. And some I don't really know. Poison Ivy, all sorts of stuff. I just want to get to the weird stuff. I also have a don't want section, which, yeah. I don't think I want to get into that section because I can't, like, Captain Planet's the one I do not want to see at all, for sure. Ninjago was on here, apparently. Didn't even know Ninjago was a thing with WB. Here's the weird part. Here's what I wanted to talk about. The freaking... What I put in, why was this on the list? I changed the name of that last section. And it's got JoJo's Bizarre Adventure characters, like Dio, and I'm like, what the frick? Are they owned by WB? This is still weird, even if they are. Sonic the Hedgehog, which I know the movies are Paramount. I don't think that's owned by WB, though. If it is, I don't know that. And I'm pretty sure it's not, because I'm sure they would have had a WB logo before it. Spawn? Why is Spawn on here? They have the freaking Nun from the Nun. What? Wreck-It Ralph. V for Vendetta, dude. The V. Mickey Mouse and Hulk. Why? They're Disney properties, technically. What the hell is this? That's like the enemy slash competition to WB. Just because they did those characters together for Roger Rabbit doesn't mean they want to do it that much again. It's just freaking weird. Naruto's on here. There's some WWE characters on here. There's freaking Ryu from Street Fighter. Freaking Robot Chicken. I realize that's Cartoon Network, but still weird nonetheless. The Mask. I do know it's got a cartoon show. Oh, one of my other friends are on. Shantae. Why is Shantae on here? RoboCop. Characters from Blade Runner on here, as well as Mad Max. What the frick is this? I know some of those are WB, but it's still freaking weird. Urkel's on here. Well, either you can have the Paramount Sonic or that Sonic. What the frick is this list? Goku's on here. What the frick is going on? They got the Back for Blood characters from that game that's a Left 4 Dead clone, basically. What the frick is that? Shell from Portal is on here. That one frickin' weirded me out. Like, what? They might as well do GLaDOS then. Or Wheeling. Just Cave Johnson or whatever. That's freaking weird. John Cena's on here. Invincible is on here. What? Agent 47 from Hitman. I know those games did technically belong to WB for a while, or they were the publishers, but still freaking weird. Nonetheless, I think even the movies are. I would not want to see Agent 47, honestly, in that game. That would just be too much. I know this is owned by WB, but Pennywise, the child-eating interdimensional monster clown, is freaking on here. At first, I put him in this part because I was like, this is freaking weird. Why is this on here? And then I realized, oh wait, it is technically WB or whatever, and they did use it in Space Jam 2, but nonetheless weird. You might as well throw Clockwork Orange characters in there. You did it with the freaking movie. Let's put some rapists in there, why don't we? Why? And then there's a bunch of Mortal Kombat. I put them in here because at first I was like, that's freaking weird. Then I realized, oh wait, WB does publish those or whatever. But nonetheless, still weird. But if I wanted one, I would love to see Sub-Zero rated. Those are my personal favorite picks whenever I play that game. Hellboy's on here. Why are the guys from Death Battle on here? The guys from Death Battle are on here. What the frick is that? You got you got Boomstick on here. What the frick is this? This is freaking weird. You got Dr. Manhattan's on here. I know those are DC properties and Rorschach, but frick, what? The boys are on here. There's the characters from the boys on here. What the frick is that? Austin Powers is on here. The frickin' Leonidas for 300 is on here. Freddy Krueger is on here. Oh my freaking goodness, you got the characters from Dune on here. This is the most freaking ridiculous. I had to talk about this tier list just because of this part alone. It was freaking weird. I was just like, no, who made this? Some of these are obviously gotta be a joke, but there are others where I'm just like, no, somebody took this seriously. Like, Agent 47, that makes no freaking sense to me, and that can't be a joke. Like, that's freaking ridiculous. It makes no sense. It is just too much, man. Just too much. What the hell is wrong with people sometimes when it comes to stuff like this? Anyways, I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. What the frick was this tier list? I just had to talk about it when I saw it. Me and Dave were like, what the frick are we seeing? I forgot I even see the Indominus Rex on here. What the frick? What the hell is this list, bro? This is the weirdest tier list I've ever seen, and there are weirder. There are ones that just make no sense. They're completely stupid. I've even seen really awful tier lists where they don't put everything that they probably should be putting on them. I was disappointed in it. I remember doing some anime character tier lists and anime tier lists, and they didn't have everything on there that I was expecting, or at least all the most important stuff. I was just kind of like disappointed by that. But yeah, this was a freaking. I had to talk about this one. This one was just like, what the frick? What is this tier list? Anyways, I'll see you next time.